What's up? Alright, so I want to show you something. It's pretty exciting, actually. Cheers. Shout out to Strain Central. Smoking along, dabbing along, vaping along, getting those cannabinoids straight into your stomach because these are going into mine. I think that's how it goes. Cheers. So these are all different types of penguins. Holy shit. I'm sorry. Oh fuck. Oof. That was a good hit. Oh fuck. Whew. That was actually one of the first hits I took in after work, so I'm super stoned right now. I forgot. Oh yeah. Whew. That was good. All right. So look at this. So there's this project that, and I talk about this project a lot in this channel. It's called Project Penguino, and this is Project Penguino. Let me show you. Um, so this is Project Penguino. So this is the original Penguino, and damn, I'm sorry. I apologize, but what's it called? Yeah, this is the original Penguino, and well, let me just recap the story. When I was younger, when I was around 15 years old, when I started smoking weed, when I started smoking cannabis, uh, this was one of my first pipes ever had, and I've always used this pipe, and I always thought of this pipe as more of a pipe. I thought this pipe is my friend. So sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm fucking dying here. Uh oh damn. Alright. Let me go back to this story, alright? Because I don't want to confuse anybody or I don't want to confuse myself. It's already 3 minutes, about 4 minutes in, and this video literally doesn't make any fucking sense. It has no reason. But okay, so behind Panguito, this pipe was my friend when I barely started smoking weed. When I started smoking weed at age 15, 14, I didn't really have anybody to smoke with. I was basically a lonely stoner, and the only stoners I smoked with were people that smoked weed online, like Strange Central. Straight out to shout out to Strange Central, and Token Daily. Token Daily was one big one, a big, huge one actually. Token Daily was somebody I always wanted to meet. R.I.P. But so the idea of this pipe is to make um make this is called Penguito. His name is Penguito. I've always named him Penguito since I was a kid. I thought that this guy was literally my best friend in a weird way, um, and still is. and I have him over there in Mexico, but actually I have him right next to me, but it has resin inside, and I don't want to cross it throughout the borders because I don't want to get caught. But I want to be making different types of penguitos. So this is the penguito that I smoke with, like all the time, and I believe that this could be something else. I think there's different versions of penguitos for everybody else out there. And so there's different versions I made of penguito. And these are the colors. Damn, fucking cough. I cough like a bitch. So imagine so if it was a girl, right? Or if it was a different type of individual, it doesn't have to necessarily be a girl. That there would be different types of penguitos. So this is the girl penguito. Girl penguito. And say that it could be the same thing for um, a different individual, right? Just each penguito is has its different color. Same eyes and same nose. So this is a different penguito. And yeah, I have AI helping me out because it's super fucking useful. It's it's like why am I not gonna use this tool that is so I just basically changed the color. I changed the color to different types of colors. It's a different one. So when it comes to even using I don't want it to be cringe, or I don't want it to be like, oh, this guy is using AI to um, use help them build different types of penguinos. Truth is, I don't. I feel like I could pay somebody to do the exact same thing that to do the AI ChatGPT or Claude or um, them just do this, but I just we're in a new age. I'm not gonna be riding a horse or well, I could be riding a car if that makes sense. I feel like using these tools and learning how to use these AI tools is a part of this channel too. Um, the whole concept about Web 3.0 is AI, AGI, and so that's one part. The other ones you already know: gaming, VR, AR, and cryptocurrency, of course. Cryptocurrency, and what's it called? Yeah, robotics, you could say too. Robotics, uh, but that's like in a different field. I'm not. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, the best concept I have for a brand is this. Okay, Panguito, and this Panguito is more than just a concept. It's Panguito is literally one of the only things I have. I don't have this genius idea. I haven't made no genius idea about making anything possible. Like I want to be a developer, a programmer, but I feel like I'm too much of a fucking idiot to even write code. Um, I want to create things, but I feel like idiot to even use my imagination. um, what else? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the AI, the whole concept about see that fucking hit got me stoned. Cheers. And I could have just recorded or stopped the video and just recorded the video again and and tried tried all over and probably do it like about 20 times until I get too tired and not post anything. So I'm just gonna do this one and done. Even though this video doesn't make any sense. Sorry. Um, it's not gonna make any sense. But I think this is the way I learn, and the way I'm going to learn. So, what I was gonna say is that using these AI products to help me create the Penguio brand is pretty interesting. I think, and and if it goes like, how would I say it? I don't know. I don't want you guys to think that AI made Penguito. AI did not make Penguito. I met him when I was younger, and him was a pipe. Okay, no homo. um, yeah, Penguito is not AI. This is not Penguito AI, but the different colors of Penguito are AI. But this Penguito is not. Okay, this the original one, and this original one because it's this is the original Penguito. This was my friend. Okay, I don't want you guys to think that this is AI. This is a good friend. The only friends I really have right now. Not to be all emotional and shit, but well, this could be the channel too, as well too. Just you know, because of substance abuse, I lost a lot of my friends. Not just this, obviously. More than this. I used to be a bad individual when it comes to, and I still am, And I still lost a lot of people, close people around me that I shouldn't have. I should have just been more disciplined. More discipline, and that's what I need to work on. I had to get my shit together and be more disciplined, and just try, if that makes sense. Something in my heart just tells me to try. Just try everything out. Try, not just sit around and stand. Something in me just tells me just to try it. Try this content creation when it comes to posting yourself out there, because I am very aware that building your personal brand is very important, and I need to build that and try to um, the projects that I always held back on doing. Just try, just stop holding back. Try on crypto when it comes to actually, putting your money where your mouth is. Putting, having how to use different types of wallets like Phantom, the Phantom wallet, or how to use like Pump Fund, or there's different types. The Kraken wallet, I want to make that. I have Coinbase wallet, but learning these types of meme coins, like just try. I'm always just watching individuals like Orangey or the Thread guy, or or just not trying, or Razmir. It's pretty interesting. I admire him so much because he's he's trying, if that makes sense. He's actually, you know, pretty interesting and has a good mindset in his head. And hopefully I'll get to meet you one day, bro. Hopefully. Um, but when it comes to just, see, I'm already making this video way too long. I'm sorry. Fuck. When it comes to the battlefield of the mind, discipline is something that I feel like I need to work on. I need to. I need to just stop being lazy, if that makes sense. I just need to actually stop putting yourself in the dark. Stop putting myself or yourself or anybody else or even just not myself. Everybody has this, you know. So battlefield of the mind. Just stop putting yourself in the dark, in your dark, in your head. Stop being depressed. Stop being sad. Stop being emotional. But it's easy to say, hard to do. I understand. Trust me. I understand. You know, we're all in this together. every fucking morning. Just time is passing by, and time will pass by even more. And I'm realizing that even it's hard to even realize that these years just pass by. Or it's either I'm fucking high, and you know it's okay to smoke. You know, not overpass it, and I'm learning that too. You know, not overpassing too much smoking weed, because next thing you know, you're fucking drowsy at work. So one thing that I've what happened to me not that long ago actually, and it's gonna be an eye opener for the future. So maybe I might forget. So I'm gonna repeat this on this. I have this. I work right now. I'm working with the dirt crew, and we're basically building the streets and putting geograde and all that, and just basically boring simple shit. You know, after you put in the pipe and all that, there's that crew, and I'm so basically the some of the story is I was just smoking too much weed at the job, and I was fucking lazy, if that makes sense. We were supposed to shovel, do just labor shit, but I was just fucking groggy, dude, just groggy. I don't know if that makes sense. I just couldn't function, you know? I just couldn't function, and it was just like, And then, so the old dude, he noticed, and he got mad at me. He said that, you know, if you don't want to work, then go home. It's not that I didn't want to work, but I was just too fucking stoned. And I didn't know he was looking at me. What the fuck? Wait, why was he looking at me? I don't know. This old guy was just looking at me, and it's just, it just goes to show that if he notices that guy, that old guy, then everybody else will notice too. And I bet they did. But I'm not a lazy guy. I hope not. I'm just that day. That was like last week actually. Oh fucking! And then that's when I stopped bringing this pen at work, because this pen could be setting you up for failure if you don't use it responsible. That's what I'm basically trying to say. Yeah. So, substance abuse, discipline, battlefield of the mind, AI. Yeah. That's pretty much it for this video. I don't know what else to say, but take a hit. Hopefully I'll get more comfortable talking on the camera. It's cool that nobody's watching, because I feel like this is just a diary. And when it comes to content creation, I want to learn how to make this more entertaining. I'm aware where watching a guy talk for 19 minutes about nothing. This video has no remorse. Doesn't make any sense. It's just a useless video. I'm very aware about nobody's gonna watch this shit. I wouldn't watch this shit, so it's cool. But I admire how people could do this so easily, and people could show who they really are in camera. If it's even if it's a long format, I feel like it's more like, that's why I think Twitch streamers are pretty big, because you could see their personality, And to be honest, I hate my personality. I just kind of slap myself in the face when I see myself, or when I see the videos that I made that just don't make any sense. Same concept what I'm doing, but I'm just like reminiscing and bitching about the past a lot. You know, I'm sorry about that. Just Bobby Lee, he once said, well, I heard it from Bobby Lee. He said, if you have your one foot in the past and one foot in the future, then you're pissing on today. Wow. That was the quote of the day. That's what's up, Bobby Lee. Bad Friends. Shout out to Bad Friends and Tiger Belly. Alright. Deuces. Have a good day. Keep moving forward.